Welcome at PASC23 on stage. I'm here with Philipp Schlatter and Niclas Jansson. Welcome. So tell us, what was your mini-symposium about?
Well, our mini-symposium was about cross-cutting aspects in exploiting current and future exascale systems for performing large-scale simulations in Computational Fluid Dynamics, CFD. So the idea really was to understand what are the needs for users, for code developers, maybe also for computer centers in providing the best possible access to these new machines in order to enable larger scale simulations. The reason why we think this is actually important, in particular for CFD, is that in a way we believe that turbulence simulations, what CFD is in principle all about, is really one of the main drivers for exascale computations, because as we have also seen in some of the keynotes today and yesterday, in turbulence you can always make the domain bigger, you can have a higher Reynolds number, more small scales, and it still is relevant for a physical or engineering problem to address. There is actually another aspect why we have this mini-symposium, and that relates directly to a number of European projects where we have been and are involved, and Niclas can maybe summarize that a little bit.
Right, so these challenges that we had, they're covered in a set of EuroHPC Center of Excellences in both Exascale CFD, but also Exascale CFD for industrial application. So we then invited all these people into the mini-symposium to share the different challenges they have to bring the community together as a whole.
So after the discussions and the presentations, what were your take-home messages?
Well, I guess the main message is to understand that in order to tackle these challenges that we have on the new systems, we really need to work together. It's not as it was 10, 20 years ago that you had a PhD student that could develop a code and they can run it a little bit on a parallel machine. These times are over. You need to have really domain experts working together with the computer centers, with the code developers. Other than that, it really doesn't work. And we have seen it also in the mini-symposium yesterday, where we really looked at various aspects coming from the physics. We had a talk about aeroacoustics, for instance, to the numerics. We had a talk about different precisions in the floating point representation and how this could potentially change the speed, the sustainability of the simulations, and then of course also parallelization, how you can scale the systems. This is not possible to do within one research group. You really need to work together.
Thank you. But did you end your mini-symposium with a set of action items and how to follow up?
Yes, for sure. I mean, this European project, you get a lot of synergies between the people and the discussions here. And we also had this mini-symposium now going back to PASC 2017. With similar issues. So it's not resolved, and it's just a different European project that is bringing the new issues that we have to work together with.
So has there been an evolution then, if you were already, there already since 2017? Have you seen changes?
Of course. I mean, there are new problems now, since going back to the conference in Lugano.
So I will assume then that we will see you also at PASC24. Then thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.